We encounter many things in the usual course of our lives, most of which have great impacts on our emotions, either positive or negatively. These include, among other things, our way of life, the people that we associate with, our own accomplishments and goals, the weather, our mental state. Fortunately, the majority of these variables are completely within our control. So we can always sort of manage them to our benefit. And the last thing that you want to do is allow these emotions to overcome you. One of those emotions that need to be treated very carefully is depression, since it not only has an impact on your health, but in severe cases, it can also result in death. So, let's talk about a few simple things that we can do to manage our bouts with depression. According to the data that's currently available, one of the main factors that contribute to depression today is our way of life, which include things like your eating habits, exercise routines, social interactions, and how we maintain our homes. If you want to regulate mood swings, health experts advise you to combine a nutritious diet with frequent exercise. Certain diets are known to make a variety of people really anxious. Therefore, the earlier you learn about these foods, the better chances are of you handling such circumstances. Conversely, exercise is believed to keep your mind and body active, which lowers the likelihood that you'll worry about your personal problems, which are contributing to any depression that you're going through. But before you make any changes to your diet and exercise routines, you have to see your primary care physician. Let your doctor know that you're planning to make these changes so that they'll be able to give you the appropriate examinations and explain to you what, if any, limitations you have during this time, that you can make the appropriate choices for these changes. Hormone, thyroid, physical limitations like knees or back issues, and allergies could be a factor to consider when making these changes, and you don't want to cause yourself any unnecessary harm. It's also a good idea to see a dietitian to get a personalized meal plan that works for you. That way, you don't end up switching from one fad diet to another, creating more mental anguish because you're not seeing the results that you want. We all know what it feels like after a long day of activity. It's likely that your mind and body are just worn out and tired, which could also lead to depression if you don't get enough sleep or allow yourself some downtime. The majority of individuals, especially parents, have a lot on their plates, including caring for their family, performing the usual daily tasks like cooking, cleaning, and engaging in other activities that they would like to complete before laying down at night. Such activities eventually make you feel lightheaded and exhausted, since you're asking your mind to handle more than it really should. To give your mind ample time to relax, most doctors advise that you sleep for at least 6 hours each day, sometimes more if you tend to perform more physical tasks. Avoid letting work related issues interfere with your personal life or vice versa. Many people make the mistake of bringing their personal troubles to work or bringing their work troubles home, which only leads to further issues and worsening of those situations. Therefore, it's strongly advised that you draw the line. Leave your work related problems at work and spend good quality time with your family as much as you can. Try to maintain your calm and stop thinking about the future or how the day went. Like the majority of mental illnesses, depression has a range of severity. It could be minor or serious. It could be uh, lingering for weeks or even months. It may also include anxiety related symptoms. Sadness and or a loss of enjoyment in almost all activities are the main characteristics of depression. There may also be symptoms including altered sleep patterns, altered appetites, and altered psychomotor activity, alterations in both mental and physical uh, reactivity or activity. First and foremost, keep in mind that it's crucial to consider how badly one's functioning may be hampered. Seek immediate professional assistance if your level of functioning has been noticeably limited, meaning you're finding it difficult to carry out the everyday tasks that you have to perform. A trip to the family doctor is a smart place to start in order to rule out any physical illnesses that might be the source of your mood changes. Second, evaluate any recent substantial changes to your life, your circumstance, your relationships, whatever it is. That could also be a factor in your depression. Third, act right away to receive assistance. If you or a loved one show signs of having a plan or intentions to harm yourself, you need to call a mental health expert who's been recommended to you by a trustworthy source, or look up community mental health services in your phone book. The suicide prevention hotline number is 988. Make a 911 call if the threat is imminent. The shame that people experience as a result of having a mental illness is one of the main reasons why so many people choose not to seek treatment. And the truth is that like our physical bodies, our minds are susceptible to disease also. If you don't have any guilt over having the flu or runny nose or any other medical illness, there should be absolutely no guilt in having a mental illness. People who put off getting assistance because of the guilt that they experience simply suffer for absolutely no reason whatsoever. A counselor or a therapist can aid a person in establishing some coping mechanisms. They help you gain perspective on your mental disease and solving issues that may be intensifying your feelings of despair. However, depending on the intensity of the depression, medication is also an option in addition to going to seek counseling or therapy. You can talk to your therapist about this, and he or she may then suggest that you seek out a psychiatrist who can administer the required prescriptions that will help you to put your chemical imbalance back on track. We can get relief from the problems that afflict our brains. The truly intelligent are going to seek out assistance. They're going to seek knowledge and advice of people who were gifted with the capacity to promote mental recovery. There is no shame in it. There is no harm done from doing so. The only thing you're going to do if you seek help for any of your depression is getting better faster.